Okay, guitar tuned. Good afternoon from Gruissan. I had a really good sleep last night by the beach in a nice sheltered position. It was really good actually, I really needed it. In fact, I was surprised how deep the sleep was. There was heavy rain. I didn't even wake up the whole night, 7 hours, so that was really good. Playing at the market today was nice. It's a nice day, there's a little bit of wind. And so yeah. Oh, I got a visitor. I don't have any, no. I've run out. No, I've got like enough. I got enough to make one. Maybe I get some later. Have a good day. Yeah, so it was a good sleep, a good rest, which I really needed. It's nice today. The wind's picked up again a little bit. So the children are off school today, so there's more children around. I decided I'm going to record a song I wrote on the way here, after the day in Narbonne, not to take away from the city. Beautiful city. I've already shared the story about that, where I played 2 separate positions in the heart of the city in the square outside the church. And I recorded it. And in the 45 minutes or so, maybe 1 hour of playing, more than 1 hour of playing, because I changed position, not one single person gave even 5 cents. And the main reason for that is the vast majority of people were walking across the square on their phones, like I've seen thousands, hundreds of thousands of times, into the millions. So I only had food that day simply because a girl brought over a sandwich, and in another position I played in, a girl brought over a pizza. So the whole period of time playing in Narbonne, in a city, I think it's about 200,000 people, not one single person gave even 5 cents. So I'm just trying here to emphasize the problems that I've already pointed out in other videos, that when we're in this world of addiction to the phones, the awareness of all that's taking place around us, excuse me, is absolutely zero. Live music, don't even know it's happening. Other people, not aware of them either. Nature, no awareness at all, just the spell. So I wrote this song called Only the Children. It's a really nice day here today. I'm really happy to be here. It's a beautiful place. And I really hope that I can kind of stay realistically after being on such an epic challenge. You know, this is the 608th place, as I've said in other videos. So after the day in Narbonne, I also then went to play out outside the supermarket. The video is also on YouTube. I was sitting outside a major supermarket. I played maybe 15 minutes. I had no water, no food, not even water. Not one single person stopped. Original sign in my case saying Alien Brothers, original artist, not one. I had to go into the supermarket then to top up the water bottle with warm water, and then sleep in the wild. When I slept in the wild, I then had to move during the storm and sleep outside a building with no food, water that was from a tap in a warm water. So I'm just trying here to emphasize the madness of how we've become sleepwalking in our phones, and no appreciation for art, music, each other, no time for anything other than this. And it's a spell, it's madness. So as I've said in other videos, we need to come back to each other, come back to this, come back to the beauty of our home, and work to solve the problems as a team. So when I left the camping position, I walked, and my plan was to come here, and I got up a little bit early, like 6, and I waited for the light to arrive. And I was of course touched by the experience of being in Narbonne and no one stopping. And I started writing a song while I was waiting for the light to arrive, so I could walk the road, because it was a dark road with no cars, the road coming here. On the way here, more than 200 cars passed. I didn't even stick my thumb out, because it's got like that with the hitchhiking too. Another example of that is, as I left Narbonne, I tried to hitch to the next city, which name I forget. I stood there maybe half an hour or so. I counted the cars. 204 cars passed. 204 cars passed, a guy with a guitar standing there, a musician. 204 cars passed, not one would stop to give a lift. I understand the fear of coronavirus, but I mean, anyway, moving on from that, this song came about because of the experiences of what happened in Narbonne, the same experience again, I don't take away from the city. In fact, I was blown away by how beautiful it is. Very, very beautiful city, ancient city. The problem is society on a whole. It's not specific to one place at all. In every country I've been through, I've witnessed the same problem. That we're just stuck in this world of staring at our screens under a spell of madness, addicted to the apps with no awareness of reality whatsoever. So this is our home, you know, beautiful, beautiful home, paradise, heaven, beautiful trees, birds, flowers, all of the wonderful creatures. So I stand with God and the children and our home for us to finally sort the problems out as a team. And I really hope that anyone out there and everyone out there will join me on that challenge so we can finally live in harmony. Okay, so I haven't practiced it much. I'm going to just try it and hope that I can get it right. Already enough talking, so try and hope that no one else walks past the camera, but never mind. Okay, only the children. So that was inspired on the way here. Narbonne was the 607th place. One of the toughest days I faced in the whole journey. I've had incredibly difficult days before. I remember in Malaga in December, not just Malaga, the whole across the south of Spain. Again, I don't take away from the beauty of the places I went to. But to make even a couple of euros for a coffee was almost impossible. In Malaga, it took more than 3 hours to make the €2 for me to actually get the bus to the next place. 3 hours, €2. In the 12 cities I played, and again I say, I do not take away from the beauty of the places, the beaches and everything, it was incredible, such beautiful. From Tarifa to Murcia in 14 days. I half killed myself. When I met my mother and my stepfather, they couldn't believe the mess I was in. And I've done that many times. I slept in a gale force winds, crazy places, many difficult stories for just this 14-day period. In the 12 cities I played in, from Tarifa to Murcia, including Malaga, Fuengirola, Marbella, all of these cities across, every stop I could pretty much, of a population size reasonable enough. In this period of time, 12 cities, 14 days, I had 2 days on a beach recovering, Only one single person in 12 cities, which was Malaga, who was in their phone at the time of approaching, stopped. In 12 cities over a 14-day period. When I arrived in Murcia, I was in such a state, clothes and everything, completely, no chance really to clean or anything else. I went to 14 places asking for Wi-Fi before one would say yes, because of my condition, of how I looked, from what I put myself through. Imagine that, 12 cities across the south of Spain, a 14-day journey, 2 days off, fair enough. In 12 cities, the number of people that went past in them 12 days, only one single person in their smartphone stopped. I could run on with lists for other places as well, but that says a lot to the viewers of this, I hope, that the problem is a severe problem connected to all of the other problems. We've been sleeping in our phones for a long time. The phone itself, I'm using it now. I think the technology is truly remarkable. That's how I can make this video and share it with you now. And the camera's fantastic, and a communication device. So long as there's extreme control over the apps which are on the phone, and the dopamine madness, which has sent a high percentage of the human race to sleep, completely to sleep. So I propose this to everyone, as I've said on other videos. Let's come back to each other. Come back to this, the beauty of our home, paradise. God is everywhere. There's children coming now, and we need to change. The evidence is overwhelming. It doesn't take 10,000 scientists to come to the conclusion that we've been going the wrong way for a long time. The evidence is overwhelming. So let's come back to each other and finally sort this mess out as a team. I was talking to Frisco yesterday, imagine this, for instance. We use the technology to our advantage and form networks of 50,000 people, or depending on the population size of each place. And we're supporting each other. We're working as a team to make sure that everybody's cared for as a team. I highly recommend Jack's Fresco, I think it is the correct pronunciation, The Venus Project, Imagining a World Without Money. I watched this documentary many times, and this guy's a wise man. It's on YouTube, a 1.5 hour documentary. A lot of what he says, using the science and technology to our favor, he's right. That we use it to our favor, so we network with each other and form network teams to protect each other as a whole. So the 50,000 is one, an entity of one, and all of the networks are connected to each other as well. So I really liked what he said, actually. I watched the documentary many times over several years, and a lot of his principles are right. We have the science, we have the technology to work as teams across multiple networks, and to use all of the available technology to our extreme advantage to resolve the problems as teams. So I'm going to take a coffee now and a little time out. God bless everyone. I probably will record another one later with Frisco. He's a super talented musician, incredible musician, multiple instrumentalist. So I'm really looking forward to working with him, and his friend is a saxophone player. So I got a lot of songs to record over the days ahead and weeks ahead. And my message is from God for me and to share with you, so we can work together and resolve the problems. So God bless everyone, have a great day, and I'll probably do another video later. Shakalaka.